I'll put the recording on now, and we will start the event with your permission, sir. Dr. Glenn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome you all to this event today. A few days become part of human history, and a few individuals become legends. Today, we are going to know about one such date and the individual. It was on the 1st June 1962, a new record was created and got added to the global peace history. And the person who created this history is none other than our beloved friend and WCPA patron, Sri E P Menon, and his companion, Sri Satish Kumar. Both of them walked literally every step, except on water, around 11,000 kilometers around the world, with a message in hand: ban the bombs. Imagine all this without a penny in their pocket. The journey took about 2 years and 9 months, starting from Bapu's final resting place in Delhi, walking through Kabul, Moscow, Warsaw, Berlin, Bonn, Brussels, Paris, London, Washington, and finally Hiroshima. In today's consumeristic living, many of us get tired in fending the family needs, but a few like him reach out to the world and find ways to solve human problems. Today, he has already completed 91 rounds around the sun, and very soon, that is on September 10th of this year, he will be starting his 92nd round. In remembrance of this peace march, this event has been planned to motivate each one of us in our work. This event was planned abruptly as June 1st was fast approaching. Though many of you will know him as our fellow companion in WCPA movement for global governance, I wanted to introduce his work in the field of global peace disarmament. We two have known each other for many years and have been lucky to interact. I have been lucky to interact with him, work with him, travel with him, and this has really enriched my experience. Just last week, I mentioned to him about June 1st, and I requested him to speak on this occasion. He willingly accepted it. Immediately, I called up Dr. Glenn, WCPA president, and briefed him. He was kind enough to agree to participate and preside over the event. I welcome Sri E P Menon and Dr. Glenn Martin to this event. I now request Sri E P Menon to speak his thoughts on peace, disarmament, and future of humanity, and also add glimpses of his peace march. Over to E P Menon.
Thank you very much, Murthy. I am so delighted today for this event. I do not know how to express my joy. It's fantastic. I want to talk to you today as a world citizen. I don't belong to any particular borders of the world. I am a world citizen. India has given us a message thousands of years ago. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one family of the world. In my life, I am trying to see, is it possible? So with that attitude, I am going to talk to you. June 1st, 1962, probably is the most important day in my life. On that day, I decided I am a world citizen. There is a small reason behind it. Great philosopher Bertrand Russell was put in prison in London, all because he said, thinking human beings have a responsibility to save the world. Act together. That message from prison in London inspired me. So I became a world citizen. So I walked from New Delhi all the way to Hiroshima in 30 months. The first country I had to pass through was Pakistan. My passport had not come to my hand. Before that, the Pakistan radio announced visa granted. So I think today that was the first victory to a single simple human being, that a country granting visa without any problem on Radio Pakistan. The success of humanity is in that all of us today are working for the future of the world. So we are together and we can really make it. But there are so many stumbling blocks in the process. What are the stumbling blocks? So I keep asking a question to myself. Who owns the world? Who controls the world? Who decides about the world and who enjoys the world? I think if these 4 questions I can answer, then probably the reason could be found there and we can build on human welfare from that. That is why today I am thinking there are 3 people in my mind today, in today's world context. They should meet together. You know, few days ago, India and Pakistan had a war. 4 days, all that happened. So I believe the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Prime Minister of India, and President of China, 3 neighbors, could meet together and think, will neighbors remain in peace if they keep fighting? So that philosophy, neighbors should never fight, should be the future to my mind. Neighbors should never fight. So I am requesting these 3 people, going to request to them, please meet and discuss the future of humanity. Maybe those 3 people, President of China, Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister of Pakistan, together can create a small message for the future. And I'm working on that now. Why I'm doing that is, violence has become so violent all over the world. Now, every country wants to possess nuclear bombs. Pakistan already said a few days ago, we have nuclear weapon. India already has. So where do we end up? If all countries begin to use nuclear bombs, where is going to be humanity? So my work is now to ask 3 neighbors, meet together. That's my first step. India, Pakistan, China, Prime Minister, President, meet together. Think together. Forget the world. What should be the human future? Mr. Murthy asked me a simple question straight away. Can we think together for the future of humanity? Yes, that is what it is. Together, not against each other. Plenty of arms and munitions, bombs and weapons are all over the world. But 60% of humanity, human beings, are starving in the world. But why don't we think of that? All the wealth of the world is enjoyed by few people. So I put it this way, the greeds of the few are enemies of the needs of the millions. Greeds of the few are enemies of the needs of the millions. I want to work on that economic theory. Can we change greeds of the few against needs of the millions as needs of all human beings in terms of physical, progressive, material needs, food, home, shelter, peace, education? Then disarmament is possible. Disarmament is not an impossible thing, but our mind has to be tuned to that. Glenn Martin writes new big articles, but the message of the articles are, again, work together, create a peaceful world. Murthy is spending all his time thinking how to encourage the young generation. I want to work out with another idea. I want to meet at least 100 young people of India to start with. They should be under 25, not above 25. I want to ask a simple question to them. You are India, 100 people sitting in front of me. What is the kind of India you want to see for the future? I want to listen to them. Today, the world leaders do not want to listen to the youth of the world. Well, let us ask them why the leaders should not listen to the youth. So, another idea in my mind now, maybe if health permits, maybe Murthy and I could take an adventure. We should go to New York next year when the UN Assembly starts. Ask a question that UN is the only organization in the entire world which can prevent Third World War. But UN is sleeping, inactive. So we would like to ask why the UN should not take initiative first, abolish the veto power first. 5 countries of the world cannot control the future of the world. So we would ask, abolish the veto power. So step by step, we need to act. I believe in action. We all are educated people. Education for what? Let us become human beings first. Then world will be one family. I am sure we can achieve the end. Disarmament, peace, prosperity, sharing, happiness for all. This is my feeling.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, E P Menon, sir, for your enlightening message, particularly to the younger generation. Sri E P Menon has authored 7 books, and 2 of them are novels. Interestingly, these 2 novels are mainly centered around women's empowerment and women's upliftment. 1 book of poems, 1 short story collection form the other. Most significant one is his travelogue, Footprints on Friendly Roads. This has already seen 2 prints, but to make it more accessible, a digital edition was thought of. We are extremely thankful to Sri E P Menon for giving us a permission to bring out a digital edition. I now request Dr. Glenn, President WCPA, to declare that the digital edition is released and speak a few words about the topic of today's event.
Thank you so much, Professor Murthy and my friend E P Menon. Thank you so much for this program and for your talk, Menon, about world peace. And the fact that this digital copy of Footprints on Friendly Roads is being released now is a wonderful event in the history of humanity. I look forward to seeing the copy myself. I have the physical copy of the book, and we will promote it. We will get people to see it online and read this book. The UN, as Mr. Menon said in his talk, the UN has got to take the lead in the sense of creating a vision that gets rid of the veto and looks for a future for our common humanity. As he says at the beginning of his talk, he is a world citizen first. And in fact, we're all world citizens first, whether we know it or not, because we were born as human beings, one family, one species, on one planet, with one common future. And we have to internalize that. And if the UN can't internalize that, if the UN remains a treaty of sovereign nation states, then we move to the vision behind the Earth Constitution, which Professor Menon is very aware of and whom he has been supporting for many years. And the vision behind the Constitution gives us the sovereignty of humanity, meaning that the fact that we're all human beings and the fact that we're all world citizens first is recognized in political theory now under the Earth Constitution. If the role of government is to serve the common good of the people, then the people are the people of Earth, then the people of Earth are sovereign and they create government for the common good of the future of humanity. And that's exactly what is happening in the 16th session of the Provisional World Parliament in December. That's coming up in Pondicherry in December. And this wonderful photo that was just flashed on the screen, that this particular photo I had not seen previously, although I've seen several of Menon's walk around the world. This one is a new one to me, and it's right on target. To ban the bombs means we're banning the bombs in terms of our common humanity, of our common future, of our common need to work together on this planet for the good of everybody, not for the good of the rich, not for the good of certain nation states, for the good of humanity, men and women, children, everybody on this planet. So I want to thank you again, Mr. Menon, for your inspiring talk and for being with us and for working on behalf of the coming Provisional World Parliament. God bless. God bless.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The work is going on the book, and we are waiting for the ISBN number to be allotted, and the book should be available in a week's time for readers. So I thank Dr. Glenn Martin for all his encouragement and support in making this event possible, and we are glad that World Peace Commission is also part of sponsoring this event today. Now I open the floor for any questions or any queries from the participants.
Dr. Menon, recently I visited Hiroshima, and the city actively promotes peace through various initiatives, including the abolition of nuclear weapons and education on the horror of wars. We also visited the Peace Memorial Dome, Peace Memorial Ceremony, and they are also doing peace education. So they are recovering day by day for the establishment of peace. But the situation we saw in the exhibition is very serious. So what do you say about this?
I have a problem in hearing these days. Little less hearing. At the same time, weapons are proliferating all over the world. How do we prevent it? How do we prevent? That's the question.
They are trying to settle for peace through peace education and through aware the people also.
That's
But-
why I am now insisting 3 neighbors to be together. 2 neighbors have ancient civilization, China and India. And 1 neighbor who was part of the family of India, Pakistan. So I am asking 3 leaders to meet together, stick together peacefully, and help the world to become better. That's it.
Nice.
Thank you, Dr. Talesra. Any other question? Dr. Glenn, go ahead.
Just why don't we give Dr. Wassoff the floor first? I'll
Oh,
wait
sure,
on
sure, sure. Professor Wasif,
No,
please.
okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Very kind of you, Dr. Martin. Thank you very much. Really, I am fond of the professor, the wise man who is sitting beside you, Dr. Morty. I said for name, I didn't find, but he is a wise man. And really, he's saying the truth. I'm convinced, completely convinced with the ideas. I don't know whether he is hearing me or not, just to convey the message to him. How the question is how to unify, how to narrow the gap between the people who are conflicting in all fields, not only in one or two fields. All of us are human beings, and all of us agree that we should skip all the difficulties between the people and to live peacefully, to live whether in education, in commercial relations, and in everything. We are human beings, and we like all human beings like to live peacefully. But how to skip all the difficulties that we face nowadays? Well, wars are everywhere, quarrels are everywhere, killing here and there, everywhere. How can we unify? Now, what is the way? How can we do that? If there's an idea, really, I will appreciate if I hear from any of the respected participants here.
Thank you, Professor Wasif. I can add quickly before others can come in. I can quickly say, luckily, WCPA movement has been working in that direction. Our focus has been in creating awareness among the youth, because franchise, the selection should be proper. See, today the election process and the selection process which happens in every country, selection is known to everybody. So, but luckily, we as citizens, we are sitting across and talking. And the more we talk, the more we interact, possibly the governments also will follow, and then they will have to listen to us, because in this world, human beings are supreme, and rest all follows later. So we should create more awareness among people so that we select the right people who decide for us, people who work for the welfare of the world. So I think we have a youngster here. Shravani, are you here, Ms. Shravani?
Yes,
Shravani?
sir. Yes, I'm here. I'm there.
And I'm really glad to share with every participant. Today we have the youngest world citizen who is just 16 years old. Can you believe it? This is the change that can come in, and we have more people joining. And Ms. Ramani, you should take this question. I mean, how do you think we can solve the world's problem? Very briefly, go ahead and share your thoughts, what you're doing very quickly, and see how do you want to see the future to be, good.
Well, the future I'm currently dreaming of and which I want to make is there should be peace, equality. Everyone should be equal before law, not just in constitution, but it should be in real life. Again, climatic conditions should be very much improved, gender equality, and this geopolitical situation we are having, let's say the Russia-Ukraine or the India-Pak situation. Any situations like that should not be there. Be it a trade war or a physical war, nuclear war, wars should not be there. everyone should live like world as one family with a lot of harmony. And youths can only do that because the generation, your generation tried hard. The next generation, it's not actually happening. But our generation very well believe in this concept of world peace, especially when we scroll through our Instagrams, our Facebook, our social media handles. The concept of world peace is everywhere. So people really want to have this world peace and they don't want wars. So being a youth and a passionate world youth leader, I believe that this power of being the WCPA member, I can utilize and I can channelize in a way that all the youth from this all over world can join us and build world as one family with a lot of harmony.
Thank you. Professor Vasef, I can even add to
Yes.
what she just said.
Yes.
She is a brand ambassador of youth in WCPA movement, and she's already connected with many countries, and she is getting her friends and people from different countries to get connected with this peace movement. So we are planning for a special event of youth in this year's World Parliament, where the youth will say what they want to see in this world and how perhaps the future can be for them. So things are really changing. Professor Vasef, you will be really happy to hear this. And possibly there are a few kids from your country who are connected with Shravani, and they are part of WCPA movement. So we are growing. Peace is growing, and non-violence is growing, and we are one family, irrespective of our country, language, culture, etc., etc. We are all human beings, and we are one. And you have seen
Yes, sir.
the
But
living
I agree
example.
with you, Dr. Morty. I agree. I completely agree with you. But the power is with the old generation. This is the problem. The new generation has nothing to do, only to follow the instructions of the old generation.
No, very interestingly, you just heard from Ms. Shravani. She is an independent person. She has her conviction that what she wants to see in future, she already has it in her mind. Now, as elders, it is our responsibility to facilitate how they can realize that dream of theirs. And possibly we are all trying to help them, and we will encourage them more. And taking inspiration from Professor Menon, it was her dream to see Professor Menon talking. So today you have seen it, and he has all love, affection, care for young people. So things will change.
You can take inspiration and help from great leaders already, like Phyllis and others already in the group, and many others coming in the future. There are already people experienced. Take lessons from them and come into action. I believe in action. Next year, we should all together challenge the United Nations. That's my action.
We will. Any more questions? We have sorry, go ahead. Oh, I think your time is up. You are going for the next meeting. So
No,
what we will do,
no,
I will
I
just
have-
include.
the next meeting is in half an hour, 30 minutes from now.
Oh, sure. Okay. So I have, the pleasure of introducing Professor S.S. Dogra. He's a journalist, and he has been supporting WCPA movement just from his heart.
Right.
So I will request Professor Dogra to very quickly say his saying. In fact, how he found us, or
Very good.
what does he think of the future from a journalistic perspective. Professor Dogra.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
First of all, I should say thanks to Professor P.N. Murthy, Vice President of WCPA USA, and I'm really excited to listen very patiently to P. Menon also, and really feeling so excited to have this book from Glenn T. Martin, gifted me by P. Murthy, sir, I think in last year. So, with the intention of world brotherhood, this is really a great platform, creating world brotherhood, and I am very happy to see the youth are also coming to take the lead and to take this initiative worldwide. As this young girl, Sherwani, also doing for WCPA.
Thank you.
As far as myself is concerned, I'm really very much impressed with the meeting with Professor Murthy last year in April in New Delhi, and came to know about this World Constitution for the Federation of the Earth. This is really a remarkable idea. And as far as myself is concerned, being in the media, my one tagline is positive media can bring peace and prosperity in the world. And in all my writings or contents, you can see the reflection of that kind of things. And another important thing which I just want to mention here on this platform, if the birds are free to move anywhere in the world, but a human being should have passport and visa to move to another world, another country, from one country to another country. Why is this big difference between human beings, the intellectuals? So this is a great beginning, and I hope and thanks to Dr. Glenn Martin, Dr. Vasaf, and all Hemlata ma'am, and all the participants, Phyllis, and everyone who is present in this talk. And I'm really grateful to all of you to listen me patiently. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Before I go further, I have to request Dr. Vaidya, the principal of GLC Mumbai, who has been a great supporter of this idea. And interestingly, 2 years ago, the college conducted a conference on World Constitution. Perhaps they had not heard about us at that time. Luckily, we got connected and we shared our thoughts, and the program was a very, big success, because teachers and youth participated in that event, and a very nice booklet has been brought out where the children and the teachers, they express their thoughts. So personally, on my behalf and on behalf of the organization and all our sponsor organizations, I thank Professor Asmita Vaidyaji for her work in the field of World Constitution. Possibly, I'll request her someday at their convenience, because universities have their own schedule. Possibly we can reconnect the topic after looking at all other options like Article 1093 and stuff, where we can explore the possibility of getting the Constitution to more people. So, Professor Vaidya, if you have any thoughts, you are welcome to share, please, ma'am.
Namaskar to everybody, and thanks to Dr. Murthy for giving me this opportunity to express myself. Thanks to, it's very happy. I'm very happy to see Professor Glenn, Hemlata Madam, and Dr. Vasef, and all who are present here. Dr. Murthy, I do feel like the base of having the world constitution is definitely this spirituality and peace establishment. So, on this theme, I would like to have some kind of a session, some kind of conference in our college, even at international level, where we can say spirituality is the medium wherein we can go for peace, and that will help. These two factors, spirituality and peace, will help us to have our own constitution, world constitution. uh, so in that direction definitely we can move, uh, because to establish peace is a big challenge for all of us. And today the scenario, a global scenario, is also a little bit disturbing, and therefore to establish again a pace and go with a pace is really a challenge. And therefore to make awareness among the youth as well as all the global human beings, it is necessary to have interaction with them, to communicate them, to make them aware regarding the importance of the peace. So peace management can be the theme. We can definitely have an interaction on this, and I will seek the guidance from Glenn, Martin sir, as well as Murthy sir and Hemlata madam, how to proceed it. But yes, I really feel like some such kind of conference will help. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. We'll keep that in mind and work accordingly. We can plan what could be done. Dr. Glenn, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, Professor Vaidya. I really appreciate your remarks and in the fact that you're bringing in the question of spirituality as well, which is absolutely fundamental for human beings to move forward, to become genuinely one species on one planet, living in brotherhood and sisterhood with one another. And I hope that we will have faculty and students from Government Law College coming to the event in Pondicherry in December, the 16th session of the Provisional World Parliament. I wanted to mention, in addition to that, my wife Phyllis Turkin and myself were in Hiroshima a few years ago, and the World Federalist Movement of Hiroshima got us an interview with the mayor of Hiroshima. And so we sat down with the mayor and we presented the mayor about the Earth Constitution and talked about the need to get rid of nuclear weapons in the world and how the Earth Constitution helps humanity do that and so on. And the mayor said to us, just 3 weeks ago, President Obama from the United States spoke in Hiroshima. And it was a very important event because he's the first US president to go to Hiroshima after that terrible massacre of the people of that city in 1945. But the mayor said to us, you know, your way is utopian and not nearly as important as what President Obama said to us, because he's the head of an entire nation, the most powerful nation in the world. And he said that nuclear weapons are horrible and that we have to dedicate ourselves to removing them from the earth. And therefore, he thought that that was so much more important than the Earth Constitution. Little did the mayor of Hiroshima know that President Obama came back to the United States, and only a few weeks later, after returning to the United States, he signed a $1 trillion upgrade in the United States nuclear weapons fighting capacity. $1 trillion. this, I think, illustrates to all of us the tremendous difficulty that we face. I think Professor Wasov was alluding to it in one way, Professor Dogra another way, and certainly Professor Menon. When Menon said that he was approaching the border of Pakistan on his peace walk, and Pakistan showed up with a gift of a visa for him. Why should he need the gift of a visa? He's a world citizen. He's walking from one part of the world, Delhi, to another part of the world, Moscow. Why should there be borders and borders that are impenetrable like this, militarized borders with requiring visas and passports and so on? So my point is that we are faced with a spiritual challenge, as Professor Vaidya said, and we're faced also with a tremendous structural problem, a structural challenge. The world is divided structurally into absolutely sovereign militarized nation states. The world is divided structurally into an economy of super rich people who own 50% of the wealth of the world and millions of poor people who are hungry and starving. And we need to transform that structural factor at the same time that we are communicating a spiritual transformation for the people of Earth. They have to go together. The transformation of the structure, which is now interfering with our forward movement as human beings to become one family, and the promotion of spiritual awakening, spiritual realization of our oneness of humanity. So this is what I'd like to just raise for everybody's attention here, that we have this dual challenge in front of us. The structural one is a huge challenge, and the Earth Constitution attempts to address that challenge. But it isn't the end of the matter, because at the same time we need spiritual transformation, the kind of vision that Shravani has about the future, our needs for the future, and what Professor Vaidya was saying, that we also need spiritual transformation. So I just want to bring those two things together. Thank you very much. Murthy,
Thank you. Any more questions?
Ask her to say something.
No. So go ahead, Professor Dogra.
This is not my question. I'm just giving you an idea, because I am a very active member of the Foreign Correspondent Club of South Asia in New Delhi. This is the oldest. This is the oldest press club of India and South Asia also. So we can plan an event if you permit us. So on the basis of your permission, I can coordinate my president and the office bearers of FCC to at least organize one online session like this, because more than 35 or 40 countries are affiliated with each other, the press clubs of South Asia. So it will be a great platform to give the awareness about our mission, which is really demanding in the era when terrorism, war are quite common in different parts of the world. This is my suggestion. I hope you will take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you very much. Wonderful.
Can I just share
Yes,
an
ma'am.
experience?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay. Good evening to everyone, and it was really very wonderful to hear the comments and everyone coming with such wonderful suggestions. I just wanted to share that before this Pahalgam attack happened, 10 days before that, we had organized a women's conclave over there in Srinagar,
Okay.
which had around 400 to 500 women, and most of them were from the rural areas of Srinagar, in Kashmir, in Kashmir. So that was just 10 days before the Pahalgam event, the terrorism happened, and we had around 500 women who had come. 200 to 300 women were from the rural and very remote areas from Srinagar. So the whole idea was, how do we really bring about peace and prosperity through women who are really neglected, who are marginalized, and who are really all the time affected, and how they are living in that kind of a situation. And there were around 200 women and men also from different parts of the country. It was a 3-day affair, and it went off very well. And it was a very successful kind of an attempt that we had made. This was a pioneering attempt that we had made. We had, Mr. Sheikh Abdullah and everyone there. And, it did show that women over there are really resilient and they want to bring about change. And this was just a kind of an effort that we made. And we realized that women were so keen. And then when this happened, these were the women who really kind of resisted this whole kind of an attempt that had happened. So I think women can play a very significant role, especially in these conflict areas. And if we really empower them to the extent of being our real, kind of taking an attempt and initiatives towards peace, that will really make a difference. It was just to share, because we came back, and after that immediately we got this whole news about this Pahalgam attack that had happened. And we were just saying that thankfully it didn't happen when we were there. 10 days before that, we had huge event at Srinagar. So, that was another way of looking at how do you really bring about peace, because women can play a very significant role also, and especially affected by conflict in these kind of areas. Thank you. Just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Just for your information, we fully agree with you, and we are committed. We are not simply convinced. We are committed that women have a greater role to play in the world affairs. And Dr. Hemlata will know, or possibly Dr. Seema will know. Very recently, someone asked me to write an article on women's empowerment. I said, this is exactly what I said. I said, men have no business to interfere in certain areas of human life. So it has to be exclusively and completely under the control of women for decision making. Just for your information, we have formed a women's forum, and that activity will be picking up. Please join. You see, I'm a man. I'll be in the background. I'll be in the background.
I will also share the report with Mr. Martin, Mr. Wafik, Hemlata ji, you, and everyone in the group. So that report will give you an idea about what were the sessions that we had taken in terms of panel discussion, in terms of plenary, and also where these women were really involved in all the aspects of the development. So women-led development was one of the key areas of this whole conclave that we thought about. Because unless there is development, unless there is issue where they can really be in charge, there can't be peace, because they're all the time into that whole conflicting situation. So this was one of the things that we made an attempt, and I will share the report with all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Sure, we'll look at it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. If there are no more questions, possibly we can wind up today's event. Now we come to the end of the event and time for vote of thanks. On behalf of WCPA, I thank today's speaker, E P Menon, the living peace legend, for consenting to speak today and also for permitting the release of the digital edition of the book. I thank WCPA board and the president, Dr. Glenn T. Martin, for all their support. I thank each one of the sponsoring organizations, ECI, GSWP, RSS, RCEAM, Peace Pentagon, for their cooperation. I thank each one of you for your participation, interaction, and continued patronage. Thanks to the tech team for their support. Thank you, one and all. So feel free to reach us. We will definitely have more activity coming up, where global citizens will play a definite role in global governance.
That's good. Everybody.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be,
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be with Professor Menon. You know, I don't miss an opportunity to sit with him, talk to him. Luckily, you know, we both being bachelors, we have spent good lot of time.
I can never forget the day when Glenn and I stood in front of the UN for a whole day. Remember, some 3 years ago. We must challenge the UN. That is the action I'm thinking for the future.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your help, and let us connect with another event as early as possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
personally
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Namaste.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You.
Ah, very good.